Well, good evening, everyone. Happy Friday. Happy Labor Day weekend. I'm Jason Shields with JasonTShields.com. I'm a professional psychic medium, numerologist, tarot card reader, and budding astrologer. I'm not a professional astrologer yet, so I'm a budding astrologer. But welcome to tonight's podcast, and I welcome everyone into the chat, and I will say hello to everyone uh, after I get done with the forecast, because you know me, I have psychic ADD, and I won't get through it unless I focus on the forecast. And then what we'll do is we're going to uh, tonight's spiritual lesson on psychic attack, and this is so you want to definitely stay tuned. Um, I'm looking at the monitor over here where all of you are coming in. This is a brand new Logitech 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 Brio camera. So hopefully it will focus better. I mean, to me, it's showing the whole room. So you're getting Jason Shields wide wide range. Hopefully it doesn't make me look wide. But anyway, so we're officially in Virgo season. Okay, and so um, I want to start off with the energy of Virgo, and kind of some funny little quirks of Virgos and Virgo risings, which is me. So uh, this is a season though. I'm not going to go into the personality of Virgo. I will kind of, but it's a season of organization. It's analyzing. It's asking the deeper questions of why, and receiving answers through intuition and instinct, especially with this new moon in Virgo. Um, and again, it's questioning the mass media and our authority figures, particularly the current administration and the fuckery that's going on there. Um, and we'll get into some of the news too, which I just love to do. And then we will talk about the lesson, and then we'll do your tarot forecast, which you're gonna love this because I have a couple of brand new decks that I'm gonna be using with you guys, and yeah, so new moon in Virgo is on September the 6th. It actually trines with Uranus, the planet Uranus, which is currently in retrograde. Um, this actually brings, it's actually a harmonious aspect. So, but it's going to bring rapid, progressive, exciting change. So get really ready for the September 6th, 7th, and 8th, particularly, especially if you are a Virgo or a Virgo rising like me. And we'll go into the other signs too. Um, so, what change can you expect? Well, really, it's a time, first of all, to get out there and try something out outside of your normal comfort zone. Um, so, me myself, and I want you guys to uh, uh, put that in the comments, not in the chat. I mean, you can put it in the chat later, but I want you to think about what you want to try going outside of your comfort zone. And for me, it's going to be hiking. Hiking here at Mounds Park. I've been saying that I was going to go do it, and for me, it's like with cerebral palsy, it's like you just get out there and just fucking do it, and don't worry about I'm going to be fine, okay? But that's kind of getting out of my comfort zone. So I want you to be thinking about during this new moon phase, what what exercise or what can I do to get out of my comfort zone? Because if you don't, this aspect, this planetary aspect, is going to force you into an uncomfortable situation. That's what I love about evolutionary astrology, is because if we do not learn the lessons, okay, if we don't learn the lessons, life, the energy will come right back and kick us in the ass and force us again to look at the lessons, whether it be events, relationships, whatever. So yeah. Um, Now, this particular new moon in Virgo, again, it trines with Uranus, but it is very powerful. It's going to be very powerful because the new moon in Mercury, the planet of communication, along with what is it? It's called asteroid 13, which is also known as Egeria or Egeria. I know I'm going to botch her name. Sorry, goddess. She's the goddess of wisdom, prophecy, and vision. And so all three, the new moon, even our sun and Mercury, are going to be conjunct on September the 6th. So this is a very psychic, very intuitive new moon. And actually, I'm going to just say, I'm going to say this is the most powerful new moon in 2 weeks period of rapid progress for us in a long time, because we've had all this crap going on during this last summer, like going 2 steps forward, 1 step backward. Yeah, this is actually going to be progressive. It's going to be innovative, because again, Uranus is associated with um, well, it's in the sign of Taurus, which correlates to possessions, money, and finances. Um, so yeah, we during the 2 weeks, so um, we progress from the new moon on September 6th to the full moon in Pisces on September the 20th, right before we go into Libra season and right before we experience the equinox, the autumnal equinox. Uh, and so during these first 2 weeks, I'm telling people, we're in the season of Virgo. Virgo is all about skills, craftsmanship, um, service, services that you have to offer. Um, uh, so from the new moon to September the 20th, which by the way is the harvest moon, very powerful moon. It's the harvest moon for a reason. It's when we are at the height or the beginning of harvest season. So that being in Pisces, remember Pisces is the sign of the collective, okay, the collective unconscious. And so if you have a skill that you're working on, if you have a product like I do, or what's the other one that I forgot? Oh, product, but just business ventures that pertain to the masses. Okay, so it could be a service, it could be a product, it could be a skill. From the new moon, September 6th, all the way up to the 20th of September, that time period, guys, is a very powerful time to implement or introduce your product, skill, trade, business venture to the world or to your world, because it will more than likely, of course, you have to put action to your prayers, obviously. But the energy that's coming along with this is going to be very powerful. It's a very powerful manifestation energy. So keep that in mind. The second thing that I'm going to, it's a little bit of like a warning, is that the other parts of this 2 week period from the new moon to the full moon is that, again, Uranus retrograde is trine or like within 30 degrees of the new moon. So this means that as we progress, that trine, that harmonious aspect, is only going to be there for a few days, and then it's like, okay, for some of us, the shit's going to hit the fan. What? No. What I mean by that, okay, is I mean, it's not a bad thing. Uranus retrograde is all about going within and awakening, okay? Awakening your psychic abilities, intuition, all that in this case. But it's also, like I said in the last live stream broadcast, it is the awakener and the rebeller, or the, it's not even a word, the rebel, the rebel, like me and like many of you. And it is in the position, the planet's in the position of revealing secrets. Okay, so on a personal level, and here's where I'm going to go into the particular signs. Mainly Taurus, all right, you Taurus or Taurus rising, Virgo rising, and then Pisces rising. So if you're in any of those three, that's going to affect you the most. Now, with the Virgo and the Aquarius and the Pisces, um, again, I'm not saying that you're going to be facing secrets that you. What I mean is that the others, you're going to learn some secrets about others in your life, personal life, professional life, that it's like, oh shit, I didn't realize this about it's going to come out. Either they're going to tell you or you're going to find out. All right. We'll get into the tarot reading and hopefully, uh, we'll find out specifics on that one. But just think of this energy as an energy where we're secrets, even our own secrets that we're keeping, or even secrets that we're not willing to face, it will bubble up. I said this before. September 15th is the height of Uranus retrograde, and this is when, around September 15th, we're going to find out more. I mean, we're finding out so much stuff now. And thank God about our government, and even people in our lives, local governments here too, that are coming out. The secrets are coming out, and it's I'm so my hat goes off. Well, my hat goes up to the media right now because I'm surprised. I don't watch CNN or MSNBC or Fox or any of those, but what I've heard is that they're all covering the same story, and they're actually reporting almost the same thing. So what the hell is that? Uranus retrograde in Taurus, and again, it's going to come up with it's going to come up a lot with our government and the Treasury, money, money laundering, all that other stuff like that in particular. But yeah, so the only other thing is, as far as you know, the astrological forecast goes, is Venus enters Scorpio on September 10th, which for those of you, that's what is that, about 7 days away. As Venus, the planet of love, relationships, goes into Scorpio, and so some of the relationships will deepen, especially if you have Venus and Scorpio on your natal chart. And you can also, by the way, order your own natal chart with the link below to my website, and they're really cool. They're really detailed. So. Yes, that I'm just kind of looking to make sure that I have everything. Um, and then of course, on the 20th, shortly after the full moon, we go into Libra. So those projects, those business projects, the products. Um, in particular, I'm on new moon, a couple of days after, I'm going to be featuring or uh, what's the word? Having my new tarot course, the Tarot Basics course, available online. So yeah, I am really proud of that. I've been working hours on this, and I am so fastidious about the details, Virgo rising. But yet, yes, that will be available on September 6th or 7th to the 9th. Yes, the only thing that I'm working on there is I have everything done. I just need to get the graphics in there and some of the actual photographs of the tarot cards that I'm alluding to in the course. But the course will actually, you're going to be reading the cards. If you've never read tarot cards before, in the first lesson, you're going to be reading them without a book, without meanings. I'm not going to give you any meanings. It's the exercises that I have created throughout the years that you'll be actually reading the tarot through these exercises and processes and the lessons. So yeah, I'm really excited. So that being said, I want to thank. Let me get you guys over here, and so hold on here because I'm like, all right, bear with me. I'm taking you back over here. There we go. Hello, everyone. Hello, Kelly, Deb. Uh, let's see, Nathan. Hi, Nathan. Teresa. And of course, Kelly. Eva, Mandy. Love you guys, Darlene and Claudia. Yeah, thanks for joining. And also, this is where I want to thank some of you. For your donations this past week. I got. I want to thank Mandy and Eva. Thank you for your generosity. And you just probably heard my cat in the background, Lily. You probably can't even see her because she's so black. So I guess she had to say hello. But thank you. And then also, thank you, Deb. Your card came, and this is so cool. I just love it. And thank you for the donation. Um, it says, from morning's first light to evening's last star. And remember how special you are. And of course, I'm not going to, but doesn't she have beautiful handwriting? Um, uh, hey, it's beautiful compared to mine, which is doctor's handwriting. So, but thank you so much. And shout out goes to I got to see Marta. She is the best soul. My isn't this beautiful? I'm loving this new webcam. Marta, a client of mine and friend, she gave this to me after her reading session this past week. And it's a little angel that says, have faith, which is beautiful. And I'm going to put it on the east window. So she's going to hang there. I'm going to call her a she. Just because I'm not going to do the whole gender neutral crap. She. So I wonder what name I should call her. So thank you, Marla. I just wanted to show everyone. But uh, and let me see here. Here, I want to make sure. So, um, this is gonna be some. Oh, and I'm going to go into the psychic attack with a story which here's the thing. I'm going to bring up the my if I can. Let's see. So my friend Zoe in California. This was it last? Not this week. It was last week. She I just gotten back from being away for like a day where I didn't have cell reception, and I get this message that she said, Jason, I'm having a psychic attack. I need a reading pronto. So, and that was on a Tuesday or Monday or Tuesday. And so with her schedule, she's in California, and we arranged and we did a reading on that Wednesday. So I will tell you the story. She's given me the permission to tell her story. So she is so cool. She's a budding psychic empath and such a sweet soul. So thank you, Zoe, for letting me tell your story. So psychic attack occurs when we're exposed to negative energies and negative forces, spiritual forces or entities. You know, it's it can come from a negative person, but most commonly it comes from a spiritual negative force. And yeah, even the Bible says that we battle. How about God says, but we battle powers and principalities that are unseen, and yeah, you cannot see them. You can feel their influence. Now, I can see them, the little fuckers, and they are. But the most common form of psychic attack comes from uh, a spiritual force that is connected to an individual in your life or even you. And so, how it works, or how it works, is that it feeds off of fear and other negative emotional traits. Especially if you're a healer, if you're in the healing field, doctors, therapists, um, um, pastors, psychic mediums, spiritual healers, even the police. God bless them, and firefighters sometimes, but police and all the other people that I mentioned, they're more prone to psychic attack from these forces because their light shines. We are in the business of helping people get better. We're in the business of helping them get from A to B and to improve their life spiritually, physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. So, um, uh, the, these negative forces thrive on fear and chaos. Now, keep in mind, all right, fear and chaos, and we have a lot of that in our world. Fear and chaos are must be perceived and felt by you, or by the individual, in order for the negative forces to become stronger. Now, of course, we can perceive them, and it doesn't necessarily mean, oh my God, we're in a psychic attack. So let me give you the story of Miss Zoe, and then we'll go into some symptoms. So when we did the reading, which was a fantastic reading, by the way, um, what I picked up was that, even before she talked, I told her she was facing what we call a wraith demon. So it's WRAITH demon. So a wraith demon is basically a very powerful negative demon, or negative force that is connected, or actually possesses possesses an individual. Um, in this case, it was her best friend's girlfriend. So, um, and it feeds off of the negativity, the fear. The best girl's, I'm sorry, the best friend's girlfriend, his girlfriend, she's a schizophrenic and bipolar. And what they were doing though was they were all like hanging out one evening, and they did Molly, the drug Molly, and so when they were all doing the Molly, Zoe's psychic abilities were open, and no, I'm not saying take Molly. God no, and there's a reason I'm going to tell you why. Um, but it did open her up a little bit more, and she saw into this girl's um, family history. She saw, and she saw the big black. And this thing is, I mean, if you were to see this thing for the first time as a person, you would be scared shitless. With me, I see him, I'm like, you motherfucker, you don't scare me. But I'm me. I'm more experienced with this stuff. But it was the first time that Zoe saw this thing. So when they come out of their altered state, she offers to help this woman, the girlfriend, and the girlfriend says, "No, I don't want you to get rid of it. It's a part of me. It's always been a part of me." Um, she blatantly refused help, partly because she's schizophrenic and bipolar. But it was a part of her. However, Zoe goes back to her apartment that evening. And from then on, for like, I forget, Zoe, I won't botch your story, for like 3 days, she can't sleep. She feels if she feels fear, anxiety, all kinds of things. And mind you, um, she has her apartment protected. Okay, and we're going to talk about that in just a few minutes. She has saged it. She has crystals. She has salt, because she's experienced some other stuff within the apartment just to kind of cleanse it. So what happened though was Miss Zoe wasn't aware that when she was taking the drug, it opened her up. It opened up her aura for for this demonic force to come and attach to her, and so it went over the threshold, and it was in her apartment, going back and forth to her and this other female. So part of it was part of the lesson there was okay, when you go into an altered state, you're out of control. Okay, you don't you're not able to um, fully and consciously say yes. You can come into my world, or my body, or whatever. Okay, you're open. And no, I'm not saying uh, don't do drugs or blah blah blah. What I'm saying is most people who are alcoholics and drug addicts, and those people who get high all the time, and LSD or whatever, you're obeying your soul to these negative forces. Okay, I'm just gonna say it. I know it sounds like I'm a fundamentalist Christian. I'm not, but they're demonic. Okay, they're not of God. So yeah. And we're going to talk about how we got rid of it because, but we're going to go into some of the symptoms. The first symptom, actually, there's just two. The first symptom of a psychic attack is doubting it comes in the form of doubt, self-doubt. So you begin to doubt yourself, your thinking, your ability to make decisions, even your ability to um, self-confidence, self-worth, your ability to do your job, and so forth. And with that lack of control, that doubt leads to a feeling of lack of control. And as a result, you're like, we project into the future. If I can't function now, how am I going to function in the future? I mean, and this leads to depression. So a lack of control. When we feel like we're lacking control over a certain situation, or we feel helpless, it leads to depression, and that's the second symptom of a psychic attack. It's one of the main symptoms, because you feel like you're that there's no way out. Okay. And then it also leads down to other rabbit holes of negativity. So here's the thing, though. Just because you doubt yourself, or you feel like your life is out of control, when doesn't mean that there's a demon that's attached to you. Okay. Here's the thing. When it really comes through self-doubt and depression, like severe, just all of a sudden, and you're like, this isn't me, that's a form of psychic attack. So part of the remedy, how to protect yourself, and this is kind of like what I did with Zoe, was we talked about different things, and I told her that the main thing, actually, before we get to protecting yourself, is that once you feel like that, hey, wait a second, this this person, or this, this negative person that I'm around, or this negative entity that's around me that I feel. Once you feel it, you have to acknowledge it. You have to acknowledge the motherfucker. Okay, you have to say, okay, shithead, and seriously, be cocky. All right, you got to turn this around, because these entities are pieces of shit. They're low level vibrations, if you want to call them that. If you don't believe in demons, whatever, it's okay. But once you acknowledge it, then it's like, wait a second, I know you're around here. I know you're around me. That knows that it's been caught. Okay, it knows that you know about it, so it loses its power over you. And it's kind of like with me. I'm going to tell you what happened to me after um, I get through with the techniques here. So you acknowledge it, takes its power away, and then you call on your guides, call on God, your spirit guides and angels, okay, to surround you and protect you. All right, and to cast the negative energy out. It's as simple as that. It's like, okay, God, okay, guides, angels, kick this son of a bitch out of my aura, of my life, and that's what they're there for. Okay, that's what spirit guides are there for. That's what guardian angels are there for. So yeah, I wish I could kick certain people in this administration out, but oh well. So the second thing is actually, and this is once you have done that, acknowledge it, praying and asking God, your guides, to and angels to cast it out because that's what they do. Then you protect yourself, and I call it practicing good psychic hygiene. And that mean what does that mean? It means visualizing uh, visualizing yourself in a bubble. And I love how psychic Sylvia Brown mentioned it in one of her videos when she was alive. That Glinda and the Good Witch, how she comes in that bubble. Well, you just visualize yourself in that bubble, and you imagine mirrors surrounding it. So mirrors on the outside as it reflects any negative energy out. And then you just say, may the white light of the Holy Spirit or the Great Spirit fill me and fill this, fill my aura with light and protect me. And you can go a step further. And I love what my Reiki master and teacher, Alisa Brunner, um, gave me. I still remember it to this day. May the white light of the Holy Spirit surround and protect me while only allowing love and positivity to flow between me and all that I come into contact with, physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. All right, isn't that cool? I'll actually put that prayer, I'll say it. May the white light of the Holy Spirit or Great Spirit surround and protect me while only allowing love, positivity, peace, healing to flow between me and all that I come into contact with, physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. Um, and Yeah, so let me see here. I'm going to bring you guys back, hopefully. Um, Let me see here. Bear with me. Here we go. So, uh, here's the thing. I have a story to tell you about a little later after this Zoe incident. And God bless her. She gave me permission. And I was like, Zoe, are you sure you want me to talk about you doing Molly? Because your mom, because I know her mom. Her mom is beautiful soul, and she said, Jason, my mom knows everything. So, yeah. Um, so after dealing with this asshole, this rage demon, um, after it was cast out or whatever, when I was talking to her on the phone, with me, when I do a reading, I'm not saying that I'm like super spiritual. God no. Um, my aura and the psychic protection bubble extends out really far. But by the way, I got you guys up on the chat, so I can see your questions and stuff. So if you have any questions about psychic attack and all that, I'll be happy to answer. Um, so that being said, yeah, I could see that the raid demon. It was like all ooh, scary. I'm like, yeah, dude, and yeah, I'm cocky. When it comes to these demons and haunted houses, I'm not afraid. It doesn't scare me. Like those jackasses on Ghost Hunters. It's like, oh, I'm scared. Bullshit. All right, you're not scared. You're just trying to freak people out. So I'm not saying that ghost hunting is bad. I love ghost hunting, but anyway. So here's the thing. Even though I'm protected, all right, and I do the protection, we can still be influenced if we're not careful. All right. So here's my story. Uh, 2 days later, a client, a former client now, because I fired her ass. I can do that. We can fire clients. I do that sometimes. This bitch, and she is, I see you next Thursday, totally. Had a reading with me 1st of July, the first of the month. And I won't say what her name is because, anyway, so she texted me, it was last week, and had the fucking nerve to say, Jason, this is so and so. I had a reading with you back in July, and nothing came through. I was very disappointed. And she came here, by the way. She came here. And I was very disappointed. I was wondering if we could try it again for $75. So I'm thinking, and I had no okay. So I was just thinking a little bit because I wanted to say well, I wanted to lash out, but I didn't. I basically said what I said, and in return, I said, "I'm so sorry, so and so, that you were very disappointed in your reading, but I'm a little bit confused. Why are you just now telling me this? Why did you wait 2 months to tell me that you were very disappointed in your reading? And if you're disappointed, it sounds like um, we're not really in sync. You know. So what I did, I was very nice. I I said because I took quite a few minutes um, to think about how to reply. So what I said is so and so. Yeah, I'm so sorry that you were very disappointed in your reading. Um, uh, what it sounds like is, that we're just not in sync, and uh, again, I'm confused as to why you're just now telling me this. We're just not. It sounds like we're not in sync, and so what I did, being the bitch I am, passive aggressive. I am able to say fuck off to a person's face and using other words, and they will actually thank me for it. That's how good I am at being passive aggressive, or maybe that's not really passive aggressive. Anyway, so and Kelly, you're right. You're right, and that's you just remind me of the point. So so I gave her in the second reply, or in my reply to her, the name of a psychic in Indianapolis, who's well known. And I said, Google her. She does charge a little bit extra than I do, but maybe you can find your answers there. Now, keep in mind, I went back into my records, and this woman came to see me a year ago in June, from this past June, before I had raised my rates. And so when she came to see me on July 1st or 2nd, um, I told her, I said, so and so, I have raised my rates since then. However, because she had been to see me 2 or 3 times, I said, however, um, and I shouldn't have done that. My bad. However, I will give you a discount, and so uh, she came. So that's where you're getting that, Kelly. She came, and so with this text I sent about her, then she responds. The fucking bitch responds Yeah, I said that. The fucking bitch responds, well, and I also mentioned that keep in mind that I gave you that we spent over an hour and 10 minutes with in the session, and that reply. So the fucking bitch responds, um, well, no, nothing came through, and we ended the session early. And by the way, I have referred several people to you, and the one that came to see you told me that it was like you were reading out of an obituary. And then that's just not that's then she proceeds to say, I would be more than willing to come for an hour for $75. So I really wanted to respond. I didn't. I did not. I went and sat on the couch, and for about 10 to 15 minutes, I was getting so angry and also not really doubting myself, but kind of almost getting there. And then I looked over and I saw that fucking ass wraith demon. And I was like, oh no, you're not going to get God bless you, Kelly. Love you. You're not going to get to me. All right. So long boring story short. Um, uh, I had my guides bind the son of a bitch and cast it out. I was okay because I realized this is not me. I am good at what I do. And what I did is instead of responding to her, I didn't block her on my iPhone, okay? Because she's still on there. Oh, Zoe Renee. Oh, okay. I told Zoe that I was going to be talking about her. So uh, so anyway, so I was gonna block her ass. Yeah, thank you. Bye bye, Felicia. So instead of blocking her on the phone, I was like, that's not good enough because she can still call through and leave messages. So I went on Verizon and I put her number in there and blocked her. So if she tries to text me again, it will come back text undeliverable. If she tries to call me, it will say this number is not accepted by this Verizon customer. So my point is just for those. Actually, it wasn't really 15 minutes. It was just for a few minutes. All right, that I had gotten angry and stressed out because of this one bitch. Now, mind you, I know I'm calling her a bitch in the seat next Thursday because she is. All right. However, I've come to the point where if she comes into my mind, I fully and freely release her because I acknowledge though that she has her own situations in life where that are negative and that are her own doing. So yeah, she did not want to pay the full price. She was trying to get, like Kelly mentioned. Oh, and hello, John. Uh, uh, my roommate upstairs, my cousin from another mother, brother, whatever. But yeah. So bye bye. And part of this is uh, I'm going to end with the prayer of protection. So for those of you who feel like you're you're under assault right now from anything. Um, we're gonna do. I'm just gonna and I'm gonna put this on the website. in the next couple of days or so, because I did create the live stream page. Along with some of the show notes, so I'm going to put the show notes in there. So the prayer of unity is the light of God surrounds me. So if you guys want to, just close your eyes and just say it with me. The light of God surrounds me. The love of God enfolds me. The power of God protects me. And the presence of God watches over me. Wherever I am, God is, and all is well. It's so cool. That prayer we pray at the Unity Church, the Unity churches all over. They pray that, but they pray that prayer at the very end of each service. And so yeah, it's a great prayer just to pray with you. Roberta, hello, welcome. And which, by the way, before I go into the yeah, I'm just gonna kind of go into some of the news, but I want to draw from so those of you who shared this my video and the link to your Facebook page. I entered you guys into and I did it old school. So see, I did it old school. So without looking, I'm just gonna go into and pick. Okay, so this is so as you shared the post, you were put into a drawing for $25 gift certificate towards a reading, half-hour reading, 1-hour reading of the regular price, or something towards a report, whatever. So the winner, it's Laura Rosencrantz, I think. Yeah, Laura Rosencrantz. So I'll make sure that I don't know if Laura is in here, but I'll make sure that she realizes she's the winner this time. And thank you guys for sharing. I really appreciate that. It helps get everyone out. It helps get me out there. And yes, if you'd like to, if you haven't done so already, subscribe to the channel and like up the stream. It helps YouTube with its algorithms to put me on the top tier. If you type in Jason Shields or Jason Astrology, it'll help with that. And click the notification bell because it will actually tell you whenever I upload a new video, which I am working on those. And I'm also, whenever I go live, it will tell you that too. So, all right. I want to make sure that I'm getting, the news. I have to go into the news. Just 3 little things. Because I would like to hold these assholes accountable. I'm not used to seeing everything. And I mean, I don't know. You can't see my kitties. Lily's right there, and Ninja is over here. and they're black. They're so black that you can't even see them. So I want to address Dr. Box. She is the oh God, where is she? The not who is she? The not the attorney general, but she's the health general of our state, and she's a fucking gynecologist. Okay, but here recently, I call her Dr. Christina Boxmuncher. I know that's crude, but so Dr. Boxmuncher, Indiana Health Commissioner. Thank you. So Dr. Boxmuncher was caught doing the hokey pokey at a wedding here recently, like last week, without wearing a mask. And yet this bitch who what was it a year ago from this past Thanksgiving? She said, "Do not go to Thanksgiving with your family." And you know what I did, and many other people. Yeah, stick it up. Stick it up where the sun doesn't shine. So yeah, Dr. Box was seen dancing at the video, not wearing a mask. And she's the one who says, well, if you, even if you have the vaccine, you should be wearing a mask at all times, which doesn't make a damn bit of sense. I'm not even going to go into the mask mandate. I did that on Facebook. I did that last week. Until you, I'm not saying you guys, but until you people out there in the collective, the sheeple, until you stand up and tell the government no, and until you don't, I mean, sometimes it does require that you lose your job and you find another job. I do health. It was in the news here recently, and they laid off. First, they said it was 1,000 people, and then they said it was 300. Yeah, um, because of people who didn't have the vaccine. I'm sorry. Oops, the prick for the Crouch 19. I have to do the code word. So yeah, they laid them off, and they said you can come back in 2 weeks if you prove to us that you've gotten one of the pricks or both. Um, uh, so yeah, I just foresee as we go into Libra, because we're in Virgo right now, we're going into Libra in September, October. That's the sign of the warrior and balancing. Shit is going to be balancing out, and there's some planets in Libra too, and I'll talk about that during the full moon forecast. But needless to say, people are not going to be sitting down and taking this shit much longer. And so okay, two more things I have to. So I didn't cover this, but what the fuck is with bug-eyed Jeff Bezos and his rocket ship in the shape of a penis? I mean, I can't. I mean, I today it came across my YouTube thing, and so I clicked on it, and I was like, so I had questions. It's like I didn't see Bezos go into the rocket with these people. It didn't show Bezos with his people while they were going up in the rocket. So I'm just wondering, and if you're a billionaire a multi-billionaire, one of the richest men in the world, I think, why would you put yourself at risk to do that? Just saying. I mean, I just, I don't know. I think it was all fake. I mean, I'm not saying the rocket wasn't fake, but I think it's so funny that this penis rocket, this penis dildo rocket, going up into the sky. I mean, okay, I I don't get, and now they're selling miniature penis rockets for, get this, $66. 666. I don't, I don't know. Conspiracy. I don't know. So okay, guys, tarot. Tarot. Time for tarot. So group one, group two. I went to say hello. Joyce, hi. Joyce, hi. I said hi to Deb. Kelly, let's see here. Darlene, Mandy, Roberta. Love you guys. And let me make sure that I'm going up here because yeah, Teresa, Nathan. Uh, all right. So, okay, choose group 1 or 2. So I'm going to do a reading for group 1 or 2. And these are the cutest cards that I got this past week. It's so freaking hot in here. But of course, I'm not going to go off set to turn on the fan. So, where is it? This is so cute, guys. And if you guys have kids, and that cute, the Children's Spirit Animal cards by Dr. Stephen Farmer. And I can't pronounce her name, but she's like, yeah. So these are so cute. And we're going to be drawing your theme, your situation, and the action that will be needed. I'm going to put myself in group 2 this time. So these are so cute. The spirit animal cards because they're great for kids. They're not like or how do you say that they're not tarot and they're not but they just have so many cute sayings. And of course, I'm a kid anyway. So group 1, I'm in group 2. So choose group 1 or 2, and I'm going to go forth here. I've already shuffled them because you don't want to see me when I shuffle cards. It takes way too long. I just put them on the ground and just shuffle like that because I just cannot do the standard. So group 1, the wolf. Okay, that's so cute. You are safe and protected. That's your theme. So the next couple of weeks is realizing that no matter what happens, um, whatever happens, negatively or whatever, you are safe and protected. The wolf is a pack animal. This has to do with family, I believe, or your spiritual family, or it could be your work family. So you have to kind of decide. So the wolf, and of course I've seen this cute little baby wolf. So yeah, it's telling you. Oh, come on. Am I gonna have to fire this camera? Anyway, little baby wolf. So it has to do with taking care. I mean, knowing that you're safe and protected as you go forth. Here is the action, not the action, but your event. I'm using the Urban Tarot for tonight. Okay. So this deals with the Prince of Swords, which is also the Knight of Swords. And I don't know why the hell it's not. Focus, you little asshole. So the hacker. This is also the Knight of Swords. So this is like the coming or going of a struggle. I feel like it's actually a struggle that you have been in regarding communications, definitely communications pertaining to what I'm picking up here is like a work or even a financial endeavor. Now, of course, if you think it's with a family member, that can apply too. But yeah, the hacker is all about hacking secrets. A hacker hacks into the computer systems and does it in a way that they're not unnoticed, that they go unnoticed. So part of this is it's like, okay, you need to figure out, this represents a person in your life, actually a male who, is either doing something underhanded, or is trying to screw you out of something. Now, as an energy, though, the Prince of Swords or the Knight of Swords can mean the proposition, okay, or a proposal of of a new project. And just for you guys, I need to go into more detail. Yeah, it has to deal with money because we're dealing with abundance. So, the Three Cups is abundance, but also emotions. So, God, this is like really like out there. So, secret information, but it's also regarding emotional, and physical abundance. But someone is trying to underhandedly, or it could be even yourself, that you're, uh, not intentionally, but self sabotage. So again, information, not getting enough information is what the hacker means. The hacker. Okay, you need to get more information regarding, uh, your outcome here with finances, and or a material project that you're working on. And also with the Three of Cups, it's also relates to emotions and relationships. So it's either or. It could be a relationship that you're in. It's like really serious to get more information about this relationship, because something is not as it appears to be. Normally, I don't really, um, but actually, I do with my clients. So there you go. Um, Crap. So to the action that you need to take is the seventh house. What I'm doing is, it's called the Stargazing Oracle, and the seventh house. Okay. Well, of course, I'm trying to get you guys to focus. Okay, there you go. So again, this reiterates. This deals with it deals with a relationship of some kind. So the seventh house is all about relationships, um, as opposed to, um, the first house, which is yourself. It's business partners. It's justice. It's lawsuits. So again, um, the action here is just saying, okay, I need to look into this. I need to hack into this information, and if I need to be a little bit more secretive about it, then I need to be. But you need to actually get a hold of this. Seriously, I really feel like that there is a person who you're going to be learning more, that you need to learn more information about before you make a decision, whether it's a career decision or legal or whatever. So, because I feel like this person or energy does not have your best interest at heart. So, that is group one. Now, group two. Are you guys ready? Let's see here. Oh, this is so cute. The coyote. Um, Totally me. All right. Learn from your mistakes. The coyote. I don't know why other people call them coyotes. What the fuck? Learn from your mistakes. Um, Totally me. As I said before, with me, I am learning from the past, and I know that if I don't learn with this bitch client, ex client, um, then I'm gonna have more of her, more people like her come. in my way until I actually say, no, it's this price, and I'm worth it. You're not only am I worth it, you're worth it. So that's why I should have said in the very beginning, but should have, would have. So learn from your mistakes. This is the theme for us, for group 2. Okay, the Knight of Wands, the rock star. This is cool. So so the actual event for us, group 2, is learning from your mistakes, but also, hi Daisy, she's here. Hi Daisy. Hi, there's you hear grunt. Hi baby. Daddy's reading cards. So yeah. So the Knight of Wands has to do with, again, I feel like a person. Hopefully, maybe it's a guy coming into my life that I get to date. I don't know. I wish. Actually, I feel like this is more an energy, an event. Nights, again, nights in a reading indicate um, uh, the major turning of an event, of a long-term event. So there's a turning point. Um, learn from your mistakes, major turning point. With the Knight of Wands, we're dealing with ideas and ambitions. Okay. I'm actually using the keywords from my tarot course, the beginner's tarot course. But when I look at this rock star dude, it's like he's on stage, he's singing, to me that's performing. That's the next couple of weeks are gonna have us really highlighting our skills. Ones have to do with ambition and ideas. But in order to do that, we have to learn from our previous mistakes and go forth. But then, like I did with the other, okay, the card here is the Five of Wands. Again, okay, which is strife, competition. So to me, it's not well. For half of the group 2, you're competing with, in business, you're competing with other competitors. Again, learning from your mistakes, um, realizing that you're a rock star, realizing who you are, and getting yourself up on stage and say, "Here I am," like what I'm doing tonight. All right, that's what I do every night, or that I do this. I just put myself out there. So yeah, this has 2 people competing arm wrestling. I do love this uh, deck. But 5 has to do with change, and number 5 is change. It's making changes. So yeah, it's like reevaluating what is working, what doesn't work, what's working, and what doesn't work, and reevaluating it, and making the new plans. Now the energy or the action. I mean, yeah, that was full of action, but the let me see here. Pisces. Wow. Okay. This is telling me a lot. Pisces. So Pisces is the sign of psychic awareness. It's dreams, empathic visions. It's the collective, mystical, sensitive, healing, compassionate. So what it's telling us to do is that we need to be compassionate and loving towards ourselves. That's what I'm picking up, especially if you're Pisces or Pisces rising. But the energy of Pisces has to do with being being more aware of, and my little kitty is Lily has allergies, so if you're hearing her sneeze, that's what she's doing. She goes into these sneezing fits. Um, but she's okay. God bless her. Lily Bell. Hello, Victor. Nice to have you. So Pisces, the energy that kind of sums up the next 2 weeks. And like I said, we are going to be having the full moon in Pisces. So this is actually dead on for group 2. So again, learning from our mistakes, um, uh, being the rock star, putting ourselves out there, and realizing. Here's something else with the competition, whether it's a relationship or well, actually, you shouldn't be really doing competition in a relationship. If you're seeing a guy or a girl, a woman or a man, who is also seeing another person, you need to drop their fucking ass, because I'm not going to date a guy who is seeing another person. But anyway, but yeah, competition. So yeah. So um, that's the tarot for this week. So I'm gonna open it up to questions if you guys have any. And it's okay if you don't. If you have a topic that you want me to comment on, astrologically or as a psychic, or just my opinion, you know me, I'm open. So, and again, welcome, Victor, to the broadcast. And again, for those of you who are interested, I will be having a Reiki, actually Reiki 1, 2, and 3 degree. It's a Reiki intensive day coming up either here in September or October the 2nd. I have a feeling that it's going to be October 2nd because I already had 2 people who were signed up, and they just need to decide on which date, September 11th or the October 2nd. So, but when I have a date, I'll only have like 2 or 3 openings. It's $300, so I mean that's 550 off of the original price for this intensive, and so you're going to get your certification papers out to the training, along with your Reiki. It's called Yusui Riho. I always get this. I always fuck up the name. Rihoyo Yusui Reiki. And you get the lineage of the masters from me all the way down the line. So it's really cool. Just in case you had to give them to your employer, or because I know some nurses uh, do implement that in their work. That is that their doctors are open to it and stuff like that. So yeah, if you're interested, just go to my website, or even my Facebook, the business page, or my personal page. So, but yeah, anyone have any questions? I think I covered a lot. Well, I covered a lot tonight. So, but I do realize that it's Labor Day weekend, and yeah, it's okay. Oh, okay. So I do have a question. During a reading, so Victor asks, during a reading, do animals or pets ever come to? Yes, all the time, all the time. As a matter of fact, um, who was it here recently? It was there was a woman who had booked a half-hour session. She's a friend of mine, and she had lost her dog, and we had been talking about her dogs for a while, and we knew that one of them was on the brink of crossing over eventually. We just didn't really know when. And so when she did, um, I called her and I told her because the pets can come through easily, and so so pets come through easily, and they give me the message. So uh, yeah. By the way, Laura just came in. Laura, you're the winner of the $25 gift certificate. So welcome and welcome home. But yes, Victor, pets do come through. She even told me that she showed me a blue, pink and blue. I think I talked about this. A pink and blue collar, and it just so happens that her other doggy sibling had a blue collar, and she had like a pink collar. At least I hope I'm getting that right. But yes, animals do come through, and it's also a sign uh, of when your loved ones come through because they will say, "I have this little dog with me," or tell her or him, "I have uh, their schnauzer or whatever." So it's a really cool way of spirit coming through and acknowledging that. So let's see here, Kelly. My best friend passed away a while ago. I'm sorry for your loss. When she passed, I asked her to send me my soulmate, and boy, did she deliver. Oh, are you kidding me, Kelly? Okay, what she's asking her. Okay, her best friend passed. And when she passed, she asked her to send her her soulmate. And she did. Her boyfriend is the best human being ever. How do I tell her thank you? Um, Whenever I do a reading, all right, and I'm gonna stress this, I can't stress this enough. When you talk to your loved ones, in your case, Kelly, your best friend, when you talk to them, just out loud, or even in your mind, when you say, you know, Grandma, I love you and I miss you, they hear you, all right? So you all you gotta do is say thank you out loud, or just think of her and just think thank you. That's how you tell her, Kelly. That's a good question because I get a lot of people, and then these stupid fucking fake psychic mediums tell people, um, oh well, when you want to talk to your loved one and tell them happy birthday, or if it's an anniversary, you can come back and we'll book a reading and I will tell them for you. Okay, that bitch, whether it's male or female, that bitch is lying to you. They're fake and they're out for your money. Okay, so just remember that. You are the one who you can talk to your loved one and they will hear you. Okay, you don't need me because I get this all the time. Jason, could you tell my mom I miss her and I love her? No, no, you just did. All right, so remember that. Okay, Deb, as I got to town, that car just appeared in front of me as the license was is a turn. It turned and just disappeared, but was that a sign from whom? So, uh, okay, it is a turd, or is a turd. Um, the license plate was ISA and then TUR, TURD. We cannot make this shit up, people. I love it. So, with you, Deb, yeah, it was a sign from a male, um, a father figure, or either a father, energy, or an uncle or some older male who was a crack was a crackpot. He was very funny, and was always joking around with you. So that is what I'm picking up. So yeah, you have to kind of ask yourself, who is that? Is that my dad? Is that like is that like an uncle or whatever? But I mean, I feel like it's an older male who had a quirky sense of humor. So yeah, but okay. Yeah, it's getting really happy. Yeah. I totally believe it though. That's what I said. You can't make this shit up. But yeah. So yeah, it's coming up to 9:30, and I am actually tired for once. Again, Laura, raising your hands. Congratulations on your your the sharing. Thank you for sharing the with your brother. Well, okay, Deb. If your brother was a jokester, then yes, that would be the male, a male, and connected to you know, well, he's connected to your mom and dad, obviously. But yeah, it would have been your brother, possibly. But then again, though, here's the thing: if you here's the thing, if you feel like it was your brother, because you just asked me, it wasn't my brother, that means that that came into your head, all right, and you're connecting that with the esoteric, the esoteric license plate with your brother. That, my dear, is psychic mediumship that you're doing. Okay, so yeah, you just answered your question. But yeah, Laura, I wanted to mention that I actually have a high powered laser coming uh, any day now. So I'll be headed up to your place, so that we can actually do the UFO contact. And that's something that we'll be talking about in another live stream or something. But listen, it was great having all of you, and I love you all, and I do wish you a safe and happy Labor Day weekend. Um, Relax, have fun. In this day and age where we're at, where we feel uncertain, take a load off, and have some fun. Kick back, have a cigar, have a stiff drink, um, whatever floats your boat. But just know that I love you, and and God bless you for tuning in. And I will see you in a couple of weeks. All right, love you guys.